Sports Beat is brought to you by Ken Garth. We hear you.
Driving, rolling bucket by Donovan.
Yeah.
Wow.
These easy shots by Jamal Murray cannot happen.
Oh, my. Back and forth we go.
One of the masters of this series, well, two of them actually, but Jamal Murray.
Oh, come on, please. 50 for Murray.
Sports Beat is live. What a week, what a weekend. We have it all covered for you. JJ and Sam with you for the next 45 minutes. BYU has a game in just 8 days.
Wow.
We look ahead to the season opener against Navy.
Yeah, and we've got the latest on the Deloy Hansen controversy as well with RSL. An announcement made Sunday that will have a significant impact on the future of pro soccer in Utah.
But you know where we have to start, and we have to.
Yeah.
The Utah Jazz. They had a chance to close out the Denver Nuggets in Game 6. Instead, they played like a team playing their fourth game in 5 nights on an East Coast road trip in January. Yeah, what was going on?
Yeah, I had no idea, really. The Jazz, they've never lost a series when they've had a 3-1 lead. They're now one game away from doing so, though.
Well, let's hope we have different news on Tuesday, but for now, we'll start with this. 3 minutes into Game 6 that seemed impossible. Things were starting to go so well in the first quarter. Donovan came out on fire. He scored 10 points in the first quarter. The Jazz couldn't miss. They made their first 7 shots. Mike Conley with a tough one. He had 21 in the game. The ball was moving. The minivan gives the Jazz a 10-point lead. Jazz were 4 of 7 from 3, and Donovan leading the way, 2 for 2. The Jazz led by 6 after the first quarter. Somehow, though.
Yeah, somehow, after the way Jamal Murray's been playing, the Jazz still haven't figured out a way to guard this guy, right? He was ripping the net in the first half, 11 points in the first quarter. He cranked it up a notch in the second quarter, made 9 of 15 first-half shots. 3 of those were from downtown. He had 25 first-half points. Now, maybe the Jazz were hoping that the play at the end of the half would maybe squash that momentum. Joe Ingles blocking Murray's three-point attempt, but Murray's best was yet to come.
Jazz had a little momentum going into the second half. Donovan came out swinging, trying to match what Murray was doing. He was even better in the third than he was in the first. 13 points, 3 of 4 from 3 in the quarter. He would finish the game with 44 points, and it wasn't enough. Why? Well, because the Jazz as a team stunk tonight. No reason to sugarcoat it. This defense is so poor. You can't give Jokic and Jamal Murray this much space to work with. Rudy was not great in Game 6. The Jazz closed the third so poorly. The Jazz were down 1 with 3 minutes left in the third. They trailed by 9 entering the fourth, and things didn't get much better in the fourth. Turnovers, getting out hustled by Mason Plumlee on the rebounds. How do you let Jokic walk up into an open 3? What are you doing? Rudy Gobert takes his frustration out on a chair. This scene tells the story of Game 6.
I said the same thing when I had 57. You know, it means, you know, at the end of the day, there's things that I can do, little things on both ends of the floor that help us get through. And if we all lock in and focus on the little things, we'll win the series.
Take that anger into Game 7. Murray had a quiet third quarter, just 1 bucket. Did the Jazz fall asleep on him for the fourth? Yeah. Murray was unstoppable force on offense. He made 7 of 8 shots in the final quarter. 5 of those were clean looks from three-point range. Scored 18 points in a 5-minute stretch, giving the Nuggets a 10-point lead with 52 seconds to go. Murray finished with 50 points. He now joins Donovan on that list of players to have multiple 50-point games in a playoff series with Iverson and Jordan. The Nuggets forced Game 7 with the win.
Nobody's down. We're just pissed off because that was a winnable game. No one's down at all. We got 1 more game. You know, if we're down now, then we've already lost Game 7. I don't think anybody's down. I think pissed would be the right word because there were things we can do to win this game. We're motivated for the next game. You know, no one says it's going to be easy. You know, at the end of the day, they came back from 3-run, credit to them, but no one's down. We're ready to go. If we got to play Game 7 right now, I think all of us will be ready to. So we're just locked in, ready to go.